Tesla is saying that a tractor trailer was crossing a divided highway, and when it was perpendicular, the Tesla hit it. One of the key things that Tesla is saying is that the white trailer up against a bright sky in the car, Autopilot didn't see it, and they're also saying the driver didn't see it. So that's been one of the areas of this kind of technology that there's been some things such as snow that these kind of technology has a hard time seeing. So it's not surprising perhaps that a white background was not picked up.
Yet not as advertised for this. I mean, some of the features were rolled out initially in Tesla's Autopilot, and then the company pulled back on some, as I understand it. Do we know sort of where this held in terms of that the relationship with the development of Tesla's technology as it's been on the road?
Well, Tesla brought back some of the technology earlier this year when some videos turned up on the internet of people doing some silly things and questions of safety. Really, the driver is supposed to keep their hands on the wheel and be able to take control if something goes awry, and there's a system that essentially is supposed to slow the car down if the driver's not paying attention. So we're not sure what's going on in that regards. Really, what one of the issues is currently going on is about the development of driverless cars, and this technology is not a driverless car technology there yet. If we were looking at a scale from 0 to 4, this is probably more in a 2, with 4 being totally autonomous. This is some features such as keeping the car in a lane and being able to take your hands and feet off of the pedal and wheel. It would essentially go forward and slow down if something came in its way.
This is interesting. I mean, Tesla, we're looking at video of Teslas in snow. Tesla has made a point of trying to say that their vehicles can handle the situations. Initially, there were reports, there's a story in the New York Times about a driver trying to use an early Tesla Model S who couldn't keep a good charge in cold weather. There's questions about altitude as well. This suggests this is not an all-purpose vehicle.
Well, this kind of technology, this idea of using sensors and cameras to control the car, looking out into the future there's been issues with other technology regarding snow and rain and those kind of lighting situations. And the human eye has a remarkable ability to see things, and it's trying to train the computer to see that as well. And they're still kind of developing some of that.
It's also interesting, Tesla's one of the sort of amazing things about a Tesla is that updates can happen after you bought the car. The software can be changed after the car is already in the field. Does this suggest that maybe this wasn't ready for prime time?
Well, it's interesting. This technology was rolled out last year, and then in January they made some changes, made some safety updates, kind of limiting some of the ability of this kind of going forward. We saw earlier this year, so they have the ability to kind of change the software as they go forward, much like your cell phone, your iPhone will update. Really what this is probably going to be watched for very closely is the conversation about autonomous cars. There's been concern about having a fatality and what that would mean to the development of this technology. We saw Valentine's Day this year when the Google car, which is an autonomous car, got into a fender bender with a city bus in California, and that got a lot of attention and a lot of concern about what would happen on that day when somebody dies in an autonomous vehicle, and would it set back this kind of development.